You know, the world is built up under pressure. Everything is going at a breakneck speed and they don't know where they're going. They go down the road at 90 miles an hour to stop in a tavern and drink 2 hours before they get home. And it just seems to be such a pressure. Everybody irritable, pushing, shoving, and I just wonder what the cure is. Then I remember a few days ago, our pastor, I'd come in and I was late with my calls, and people gathering in, internationally around there and sitting in the hotels and motels and things, waiting. And then the pastor was worn out. He couldn't make some of his calls, and some of them were emergency, so I took some of his and went to the city hospital. And a room 331, I believe, was the number. I was to go to a woman facing an operation. I went down to 331 and the woman wasn't there. So I went back up and a nurse was standing there patting her foot. And I said, "How do you do?" I said, "Could you tell me where Miss such a name is?" I said, "She's supposed to be in 331. She said, "Well, if she's supposed to be in 331, she is." I thought, "Oh, my." Thank you. I went back to 331 again, and they said, "Well, maybe it's 332 across the hall." "No," said, "she isn't here. It might have been 231. So I went down the stairs, and there was a little doctor sitting there at the desk. A little man, the first one I ever seen was as broad as he was high. So he was sitting there at the switchboard, and I passed by, and I said, "How do you do?" He just looked at me kind of strange. I thought, I don't want to ask him. So I went on down the room, and there was a lady coming from the operation room, a lady with a mask over her face, and the nurse there at the floor. She went over to the desk, and I said, "Lady, I'm a bit confused." I said, "I went upstairs to see a lady at 331, and she wasn't there, and I couldn't find." They said maybe she's at 231. She said, "Well, then look in 231. I said, "Well, thank you." My. I couldn't find 231. So I started down the hall, and the little doctor was walking along with his stethoscopes in his hand, twisting them around like this. I said, "Good evening, sir." I said, "I'm looking for 231. Could you tell me?" He said, "This way and that way." I said, "Thank you for your information. What is it?" I went back, and there was another lady sitting over to the desk, and I thought she looked pretty calm. So I said, "Lady, could you tell me?" I told her my story. I said, "I'm a bit confused. I'm a minister. I'm here to make a call." She said, "Just a moment, sir." She went over, looked on the book, said, "Yes, go right around the corner. She's in 241. So I thought, well, praise God, somebody had the pressure on. See? It's just a built-up pressure. It's the age that we're living in, a neurotic age where people don't know what to do, where they're going, and the doctors don't have the answer for it because the psychiatrist is being doctored by the psychiatrist, so they have not the answer. But there's some answer surely somewhere. We could deal on it for hours. But I was just thinking that God has the answer. If they could just sit in a place like this, takes off the pressure. Amen. With people who are entered into eternity. We are not going into it, we're already in it. Right?